Hey there, Soulshine! My name is Michelle and I'm inviting you to my Creative Expressions video. Today I'm going to be talking about my works in progress, no finished objects, and probably the love languages because that's kind of what's on my mind right now. Maybe some life update thrown in there, so let's get started. So I don't have finished objects. I have been working on things. I'm almost done with the Mystery Yarn Challenge project. I'm getting really close. I see an end in sight and I'm excited about that. The deadline for that is May 10th, so I definitely have been working on that. This week was supposed to be sewing week, but I've been so caught up in my daughter's birthday was on Thursday. I'm recording this on Saturday because everything was so crazy on Thursday. And I was trying to get the Mystery Yarn Challenge done for her birthday, but it didn't happen. But it's enough that she knows about it, and she helped pick the project and everything like that. So she's really excited about that. So I was trying to really work on that. So I put off sewing week. I don't know 100% sure if I'm going to do a full sewing week because Mystery Yarn Challenge is the #1 project. Once that's done, then I can dedicate my time to sewing week. And then this is my Millie update. As you can see, we had some warmer temperatures in here and then it went cold again. Kind of knew this was going to happen. This year is in many ways looking very similar to 1983, which was full of floods, as we had a longer winter and a really warm spring. So this little hot spell is not unusual for Utah, but also is a little concerning with the flood dangers this year. So we'll see how this summer goes, and let's pray for let's pray that the water seeps into the ground and doesn't flood. That's what I'm asking for. So anyway, this was till Wednesday, so she's only a couple of days from where we're at, so that's pretty nice. It has been nice to be able to go outside sometimes without jackets, and I do appreciate spring. It's my favorite season. I absolutely love the plants blooming. We ended up with a random tulip. I wonder if I can take a picture of that and show you. It's kind of in the grass. We've lived here this is going to be our 13th summer, and we've never had tulips. So we have this random tulip that showed up this year, and it's kind of fun. It's in a weird place, but it's kind of fun. So, yeah, that's a bit strange, but kind of, like I said, kind of fun. And I'm hoping to find a way to plant impatiens again this year. It's my favorite flower, and we have the perfect place for it outside our door, and so I'm hoping that I can do that. Impatiens like the shade, and so that's why I'm really excited about the place that we have. So I've been doing that. I have a sock update. I'm still working on these. May have discovered part of why I have been putting them off besides sock thing, and it has to do with my love language. So we'll talk about that later, but I have a heel made. I have made progress. I've got one heel made. This heel was stressful. I don't know why it was having such a hard time. It's so funny how I can make tons of heels and all of a sudden randomly have one not work. And I had the same problem all last year when I was doing socks. Some of them would go amazing, others would go crazy. This one had issues, but it's done and I'm ready to get to the next heel. So that is exciting news. And then you want shorty socks, so after the other heel, it won't take very long to finish them. Just like a 1/2 inch to 1 inch of stockinette around and then putting on the ribbing. So yeah, I'm excited about that. It's pretty fun. And let's see. Let me think about other projects. The mandala crochet along from Expression Fiber Arts. I downloaded April's pattern, but I've been so busy with Mystery Yarn Challenge and catching up Millie and all the other things going on in my life that I actually haven't sat down and done it. So I need to do that hopefully before May's pattern piece comes out. So that I have nothing to show you. And then this, I'm going to show you what I have here. It's a little leaf. I'm going to put a picture up here of the blue pair that I made for my younger daughter, because I decided that sure, I'm making her the Mystery Yarn Challenge, but I wanted to make her something else, and she's been wanting gloves, fingerless gloves, for a while. So one thing I love about this daughter is she will wear them. The other daughter, she thought they were cool, they were in her favorite color, but she just doesn't wear them. She has started wearing one of the sweaters I knit for her, so that was pretty cool, but it's just kind of like it's hit or miss making things for her, whether she'll use them or not. But my older daughter, her love language is gifts, and she has an eclectic style. She's a girl who wears earrings and cloaks out and about just for fun. She wears her pirate shirt whenever she feels like it. She wears corsets when she wants to. She has an eclectic style, so I know she'll wear the fingerless gloves. She's wanted fingerless gloves, so I know that she will do that, and I'm excited for it. And sorry. So yeah, I'm excited for her, and that those won't take very long if I can sit down and make them. But like I said, priority is the mystery crochet along, so it's gonna be kind of going back and forth between the two projects, and then I could start sewing week, and I don't know. So let's talk about what I discovered about the heels and my love language. So my love language is actually giving and receiving gifts, and it's been a challenge, let me tell you. So many reasons. Number one, it is the most misunderstood love language. People think we're materialistic, and it's not even about how much something costs or what it is. It is completely, in my opinion, mislabeled. I understand why it's called what it is, but it's like this gift of thought and gift of awareness. It's like, it's when you're out away from somebody, you're like, I am thinking about you, and I'm thinking about you so much that I am investing into this gift. Whether it be, I see this rock, it's gorgeous, it reminds me of you, so I give it to you. Or I have a friend who, she realized that one of her kids has a love language of gifts, so she sometimes would find a napkin and bring it home to him and say, I was thinking about you, so I brought you this napkin from where I was at, kind of a little memento and everything. And it works. And then, now that doesn't work for everybody in all things. There's a lot that's going on in with that, so don't just think, oh, I can just give everybody a napkin. There's more to it than that. There are, in the book we read, it was talking about, sometimes it also is about money. If a millionaire or a billionaire is buying $1 gifts all the time, then it can feel empty. It's like, I'm not worth you paying any money on, is kind of almost the thought that goes through our head. However, somebody who doesn't have any money and they buy a $1 gift can be incredibly thoughtful and touching. And if they don't have any money and they spend money on gifts, it actually kind of, we're like, no, don't do that. We don't, it's appreciated, but at the same time, we're like, find another way, a way that isn't going to cost your money to give to us. Now, I do have a caveat about the $1 million $1 gift things. If a couple, when they first got married, say he found out that there was this cute little thing from the dollar store that just delighted her every time he got it for her. And so kind of as a tradition in their marriage, like once a month he splurged on this dollar item for her. And then he hits it big time and he makes a lot of money. And now he still buys that dollar item to give her. It still counts. It's not about the money, it's about the thought. And that is a nod to our history together. And that's incredible, and it means a lot. I've been on food stamps most of my life, and I have desired to give gifts. And I end up, when I go shopping for my kids, I'll buy them drinks, I'll buy them candy bars. When I know that they like a certain thing, I'll go out of my way to get it for them. And that is how I speak love to them. And also, as a love language person, we're aware more so than most that not everybody receives gifts the way we do. We want you to speak our love language back, but we have an easier time, I think, speaking all of them, because I can do service as a gift. I can give you this service. My favorite is to do surprise service. I can gift you words of encouragement, and that is my gift to you. It doesn't mean I want to receive, that I'm super into the words thing and that they mean a lot. It's like this gift I give to you. I definitely gift you time. The gift of presence is really important to me. And I've watched my daughter's friends. She has a friend who his love language is quality time. And he's okay coming over and sitting up his computer and sitting in the same room as you playing games. My son, who has the same love language, one of his favorite things to do is everybody in the house get on Minecraft and play on the same server together. For him, that's a quality time thing. And I understand why they want that, but it doesn't speak to me. The gift of presence is more than just it's not about being with the person, it's about being with the person. It's not like being in the same room or doing the same activity. It's actually about you're the important, significant thing in this moment. It's a priority thing. So it means that I'm aware of you in this moment. I'm paying attention to you in this moment. This moment matters. Because of that, a lot of people with love language of gifts actually don't realize that that's their love language, because they can speak all of them, even touch. Even if touch isn't high for us, and it's like my second, so it's pretty high for me. But even if touch isn't high for you, like for my daughter, it's pretty low for her. But when she knows her friends need it, she'll give them that touch, even though it's not always comfortable for her. Because we have the same love language, my daughter and I, which is why she is so easy to make things for. And that is another thing. I make things for people. It is something that I can do. It comes from me. There was one year that I had no money. And I was really stressed out about Christmas because I wanted to give something. And it wasn't that I wanted somebody else. Like, I appreciate the people in the world that help families out. That they come in at holidays and they give us presents or donate money and time to things. I appreciate that so much. However, when your love language is gifts, you want that gift to come from you. You want to be able to give a gift from your heart to someone. So you appreciate that, but it does not make up for the fact that you cannot give to your kids. Sorry. So one year my mom bought me some yarn. And it helped me work around it. Because even though I couldn't buy the yarn myself to make the things, the making of the gift, that was my heart and soul going into that, thinking about the people that I'm making for. It's hard for me to make for strangers. because I don't know them. That's not always true. There was a purple hat project that we used to do in my neighborhood. It was actually something we did as a church congregation. Some of us would either knit or crochet, or some had like the knitting looms, and we would make purple hats to give to hospitals, and they would have the people watch these videos about a purple cry. And so the hats were reminders about that their babies need extra love at this time, that sometimes they just cry and we don't know what their problem is. And so I made so many hats that year. And it fills my soul to make those hats and give them. And every time I hear people are like, they're giving things to the homeless, and they're giving things to cancer patients and all the different things, those things, I'm just like, oh, I wish that I had the time right now. I wish that my arm wasn't being a pain about all the crocheting and stuff, because those are the things that fill me up and make me feel like that I'm doing good in the world with my yarn skills. But I use my yarn skills to give to my grandkids. I don't know that there's a year of their lives that they haven't received something handmade. I've sewed, I've crocheted, I've knitted, and I know that my daughter-in-law appreciates and receives those well. Some of the things they still wear or display, and some of the things not so much, and that's okay. And that's another thing is when I give a gift, I have mixed feelings about it. When I take the time to make those socks, and if they aren't appreciated, it kind of hurts. But if I just am like, hey, I found these cute socks at the store and I give them to you and you don't wear them, it's not as much. They're received in that moment. There's kind of a delight in that moment, and that's enough. But when I put my heart and soul into crocheting something or knitting something or sewing something, and that's not received, that's hard, because that took so much time and thought and love, and to have that not received. And so this is the last pair of socks of my last year making socks for everybody. One of my sons, his birthday was in January. He wore his socks a lot, but I think he lost them or his feet have grown, so he stopped wearing his. Another child only wore them a couple times. He thought they were cool, but also I gave him his socks during the summer. His birthday was in August, so I think he needs to see if he can find those, and we'll see if he still wears them. My daughter, whose birthday is in July, I've never seen her wear her socks. My oldest daughter, who I told you is very gift worthy, she's a gift person as well. She has a hard time because she's got overheating issues and texture issues and things like that. So she likes the socks and she loves the socks, but wearing them is hard. And one time when she wanted to wear socks, she was afraid of running them. So it's kind of funny, but I know she appreciates those. And that's where my problem lies with these socks for my son. I don't know if he will ever wear them. I don't know if he will appreciate them. I do not know if my grandchildren ever wear their socks I made. I do not know if my daughter-in-law or my son ever wear the socks I made for them. I don't know, and that makes it hard. And I don't know what it is exactly about when I put my heart and soul into making something. So much time goes into these, and I think so hard and try so hard to find things that they would like, and then they aren't received. My one daughter told me that she wanted leg warmers, and so I made her leg warmers, and then I've never seen her wear them. That's hard. So there you go. That's the challenge. And I know I'm not the only one that's dealing with this. My daughter, she doesn't know how to explain why some of the things that she gives her friends matter and some of them don't. Why she did this little paint thing. She tried to paint on glass. It was her first time. She didn't know what she was doing. She says, I still don't know what I'm doing. And she doesn't care if her friend keeps that one. But she gave her a little gnome that she made, and she really cares. I think part of that's because she came up with her own patterns for the gnomes. There's a lot more heart involved in that. That's the only thing I can figure. So, yeah, that's love languages for you, or at least an understanding, I think, into gifts. It really is about, I thought about you when you're not with me. I took my time, I invested my time and my money and my thought into you. And also, it's not about the money. It's also in the when you're with somebody, it's about actually being aware of them in the moment. So it's like, I'm thinking about you, I'm with you doing this thing, and I wink at you, or when I'm talking to you, I really give you my attention. And it's not because you're a quality time person, it's because it tells me that you are aware that I'm there, that you haven't forgotten me, because it is possible to be forgotten. Oh my gosh, I forgot you were there. I can't even tell you how many times I've heard that in my life. So when somebody gives me that gift of awareness, that's what I appreciate. It's part of what's been going on lately. Did you notice I'm in a new place? I have been doing these. This one's partway. I don't know if it's quite halfway, but these Graphics are so amazing, and they do such amazing things. And I've done two that have been so crazy impactful, and have been taking away my time. Actually, those take away my time too. Those are so important to me that I end up doing those instead of crocheting and knitting. But they're so helpful. This one here actually is on the love languages and some of my financial reasons and how they play in together, and I don't want to explain that because this has already been long. When I've been cleaning my house, I've been decluttering. So my room over here, this direction, is cluttered. And so I've got maybe a fourth of my room that hasn't been cleaned up and fixed. And I'm really excited about that because I've wanted to do it for a long time. And I have the motivation now. I don't know what exactly happened, but I know those things work. And so I've been cleaning up my house and I've been decluttering, and that's taken a lot of my time doing these things. Also, I've been building my new website. I'll put it in the link below. Make sure that that's updated as well with my new website. And over there, I am doing healing work and decluttering, cleaning, coaching. I have this thing where I ask you what part of your house represents whatever your problem is, and then there's a process that we go through after that. So kind of an example is I was asking myself about marketing. I did not get an answer. Nowhere in my house represented marketing. So the next question was, do I have room in my life for marketing? And I was like, oh crap, no. So I was able to, I'm like, okay, I need to make room in my life for marketing, and that was a powerful tool. I did it for money and the laundry room, and I was embarrassed to let people see. I couldn't let anybody come in. Most of the stuff there wasn't even mine. And when I look at money, I'm like, I didn't want people to see my money situation. I didn't want people to come in and help me. I mean, like, I wanted people to give to me, but I didn't want them to help me. Like, truly help me, because it's such an embarrassment. And there's a lot of crap involved that isn't even mine. A lot of like inherited stuff from my mom, a lot of beliefs that don't make sense that come from other people. So there's a lot of stuff that isn't mine involved in there, and that's just fascinating. And this is how I do it. And so that's like the first step. And then we do some healing work, cleaning coaching, declutter coaching, and things like that. And so that's what I'm doing in my other site, in my thing. Yeah. I have other YouTube channels. My Soul Shine Life channel, I'm actually trying to do every other week here. So I'm doing creative expressions, and then the next week I'm doing a video for them, for Soul Shine Life, and then I'm going to come back and do a creative expressions. So every other week, that's my current plan, is to do that. I'm still wanting to put in tutorials. I just am not sure where to fit those into my time right now. So I have some plans for that, but we'll see, because those take a lot of work. So I think what I need to do is like sit down and plan a tutorial and give myself a little bit of time every week, even if it takes me a whole month to do one tutorial. It's better than not doing them when that is calling to me. And then my other channel, I am doing monthly updates at the end of the month. And because I am taking my business more into that house aspect of things, clutter and cleaning, I might actually start doing more videos there. We will see. But I'm really excited for my month update this month, because I have done so much this month in my house. I've taken 2 trips to the donation center. I have taken out garbages of stuff. My room actually is beginning to breathe, and things like that. So I'm really excited about that. So those are my life updates. I think that's it. So I'm going to show our Millie again. Now I'm going to show the leaf. Remember to let your light shine through your creations. And I will see you guys next time.